Hey, what's going on, guys? Today we're going to be learning how to go to the next level once we complete our obstacle course. So, whenever we got our checkpoint system set up, and now whenever we reach the end, we're going to want it to be able to teleport us to our next world, wherever that is. So, let's get right to it. Okay, the first thing that we're going to want to do is create a new level. If you already have a level that you want to use, by all means use that. The only thing that you're going to need is the name, but we're going to create a whole new one. So if we go to File in the top left and hit New Level, we're just going to use a basic template, hit Create, and now we're going to go up to File again and hit Save Current Level As. Now let's name this something like Obby Tutorial. And you can name it whatever you'd like, but it's important that you know what the name is, capitalization, everything. And we're going to hit save. Now let's go back to our spaceship. Let's go back to File and hit Recent Levels, and we're going to go to Spaceship. Okay, now we can add a blueprint. So let's go. I actually did find this cool little thing up here in our captain seat. It's this little platform that I think I want to use. If I select this and shift right click over here in the static mesh, it'll copy this. And if we go over to our content folder, here's our level that we just created. And since I have a levels folder with all the levels that I'm using, I'm actually going to drag this in here and move here and hit OK. And this will be in our folder so we have it nice and organized. Okay, now let's go to our blueprint folder, and we're going to right click and add a new blueprint class of type actor, and we're going to call this BP underscore next level. Okay, we're going to open this up and we're going to add a new component, and we're going to have a static mesh. And let's go ahead and shift left click our mesh that we had. So we shift right click to save and shift left click to paste. Great. Let's go ahead and compile this. Now you can use whatever you'd like, just a regular floor, a cube, a doorway, whatever it is. It's all going to work the same. The important part is the collision. So if we type in collision here, we're going to use a sphere collision since it's a circle. You can use a box collision or whatever you need. So let's go ahead. We're going to add a sphere collision, and we just want to resize this so that it covers the part where the player is going to step on. So let's go ahead and center here, and we just want it to cover the majority of. That's actually perfect. Okay, let's actually bring this down a little bit though. Okay, that should be good. Okay, so now when the player walks up here and steps on the platform, it'll activate. Okay, so over here in the sphere collision, we're going to right click and hit add event and do add on component begin overlap. Great. Now, this is really easy, the probably easiest tutorial we've done. We're just going to drag out from here, and we're just going to type open level by name. And we're going to go back to our levels folder, or wherever your level is, and we're going to copy this name exactly how it is. So if I do F2, if I hit F2, it'll pop this up, and I can go ahead and Control C to copy, and then Control V to paste, and it'll copy and paste exactly how it's typed. You got to make sure the caps are correct, or it will not work. But this is a good way to do it. All right, so now if I hit compile and save and drag this over, we can already go ahead and if we drag our blueprint into our world, we can hit play, and once we step on here, it'll load our level here. So that's pretty neat and all. And we'll have to add another one for it to go back to our spaceship or wherever. But there is something that if you do have a larger level or something, it may take a lot longer to load. Like over here in my sci-fi, it will actually, take a little bit to process the whole world or whatever. Not too long, but you may want like a loading screen or something, and we may go over that in the future. But I went ahead and I delayed it a little bit so it could catch up with the world. And to do that, we're just going to go ahead and also add a little bit of depth to it. So we're going to hit play sound. So whenever we step on it, it'll play a sound. We can go ahead. These are all just sounds that are on the starter template in Unreal. If we, let's see what this sounds like. We'll just do something. So it plays a sound, and then we're actually going to delay it for maybe like 0.5 seconds. Just so it has time to play the sound. And see if we go back to our spaceship. And if I press F to zoom in here, we can actually play. And then whenever I step on here, it'll actually delay it for half a second and play a sound. And we can also add it to where it'll pop up a loading screen, which we're not going to go over in this video, but for larger projects, if you're opening a dungeon or whatever it is, you could have a loading screen so you're not just kind of frozen in the air and it looks ugly. Okay, one thing I did want to mention though is in our new level here that we just created, it does have all the starter content, including this player spawn. So this player start, I guess. If we didn't have this, our player might just spawn in the world off the map somewhere and it would not be good. So if we deleted this, oh no, our player is not going to, spawn. See, if I can't even do default player start because there isn't any. So that's not going to be good. If I go up here to our quickly add to project, the little cube with the plus button, and I go down, or I could just do player start, and I click this, it'll pop this into the level, and I go ahead and drag this. Let's say I wanted it in the corner way over here. So that's over here, and let me go ahead and go back to my spaceship level. And now if I hop on our next level thing, pew, it'll teleport us in this corner here where we placed our player start. So if you're messing up with that, make sure you got a place for your player to spawn in the next level. All right, but that should be it, guys. Peace.